Wow. And I just heard that the government of Nova Scotia has banned hiking, camping, fishing, all activities in the woods. Uh, this includes crown land, um, municipal trails, and anything out in the forests. Apparently, campgrounds are still open. I don't know if the trails and hiking trails and campgrounds are accessible. Not sure. But a pretty drastic move that the government has made. And this is all to prevent the risk of forest fires. And I mean, honestly, I can't blame them. I'm Rob. I kind of jumped ahead here. I'm on a road trip. I just left Nova Scotia about a month ago and have been west to Ontario, and I'm just making my way back into the Maritimes here. I'm in Edmundston, New Brunswick, got to here last night, and on my way to Nova Scotia. And I tell you, I had spent some time up in northern Ontario, around Sault Ste. Marie, around Lake Superior, and then coming across there. And I tell you, it was smoky, and it was not pleasant at all. I mean, you could smell it, you could taste it. The vision or the view, I mean, was it kind of ruined the view. I know it was nice blue sky, beautiful day, but you couldn't see anything. Hazy and just not nice at all. So definitely something I don't blame the Nova Scotia government for doing. I think, you know, it's a big move, but you know what? Well worth it to try and prevent anything drastic happening like what's happening out west, and what potentially could happen, you know, kind of anywhere where there's a lot of wooded areas. It's been quite dry in Nova Scotia, apparently. Haven't got much rain in a while. I did just hear, too, we're not supposed to get much rain for, you know, the next week or so. So this isn't going to be an overnight ban on being out in the woods. I think it's going to take a while. You know, it kind of sucks. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to readjust the camera. Fell over here. We're on a bit of a slope here. But yeah, I mean, it does. It kind of sucks, and it's a huge issue. I mean, these fires weren't even close to where I was in Ontario, and it was brutal. And I did have a thought, like I could just imagine being out in the woods, and a forest fire kind of hits, and you get stuck. I mean, people get stuck in towns, in their homes, in their little neighborhoods, in and around the forest. But if you were out camping in the woods, you could easily get cut off. And I mean, not everyone's responsible when they're out there. So, I mean, and that's where a lot of these fires start, is humans, you know, and really not doing the right thing, or just doing something and mistakes happen. And next thing, that mistake can turn into a huge problem. So, you know, I'm on my way home here to the Halifax area, and I live in my van, do a lot of crown land camping, especially kind of moving forward here once the bugs kind of take off and the weather cools down a bit, especially in the evenings. And I mean, coming home, just here, I was thinking, you know, probably not tonight, but tomorrow night and the next night before I head back to work, I was thinking I'd go to the woods. I got a few little spots, placed by a nice lake, and just after all this driving over the last quite a while, just kind of relaxing and taking it easy, and just enjoying the silence of being out there. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And it's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, the reality is that that these things are fairly ferocious. They're called wildfires for a reason, because they can really get going. We saw it here a couple of years ago in Nova Scotia. You know, it was dry, it was hot. It was earlier than this in the year too. And I mean, couple of, you know, fires that people had kind of got out of control, and super unfortunate, but it turns into a massive fire. So definitely we want to avoid that. I know that the kind of a bit of a, probably a hard move by the Nova Scotia government to do this. I saw Tim Houston talking last night when I heard this news, I watched this little press conference. And I mean, it was tough for him to say, because I know he knows that there's a lot of people in Nova Scotia that use the woods for recreation. I mean, it's the middle of the summer. People go out there camping, fishing, swimming, just enjoying the outdoors. And that's one thing in Nova Scotia, on the East Coast here, we love to do. So, I mean, I think that was a hard decision, but ultimately the right one, because we want to keep those woods and wild areas protected and safe and minimize the chance that, you know, something quite serious could happen. And if the conditions are right, which apparently they are, it doesn't take much for some of these fires to get going. So just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there about that. Bit of a bummer. If you're watching my channel, great, thank you. And you're keeping up with videos in real time. I'm here, Edmundston, New Brunswick. On my videos and the timeline there, I'm still back in Southern Ontario. But I'm heading into Northern Ontario pretty quick there over the next video or two. And you will see just the effect of the wild smoke. And I talk about it. I had no idea that this was going to happen here in Nova Scotia. But I mean, I talk about it because it's hard not to. It was very, very obvious, and really quite unpleasant, very unpleasant to have to kind of be in that all the time. There's no escaping it. There's just smoke everywhere, and the fires weren't even close. Yeah, I just want to throw my 2 cents in. This is live, you know, kind of real time, and just what I heard last night. And I just wanted to throw my I guess it's my support out there for the government for making this decision. I know it wasn't an easy one. I know there's a lot of people that'll be kind of bummed out about this one, me being one of them. I mean, I love using the woods, especially now. It's getting nicer out there. I mean, this is the time you want to be out camping. But obviously, it's not the right time to be out camping and being out in the woods and just chancing something going wrong. So, going to leave this one here. I'm going to continue with my journey home to Halifax. But I'm going to throw this video out probably today, and just to get the word out there that this is what's happening. And I'm sure lots of people have heard, but just to give you my opinion. And I mean, it is a bummer, but if it helps prevent a wildfire, way worth it. So right on, guys. Carry along on the journey with us here. We're going to skip back in time here on the next video. We'll be back in Southern Ontario, heading to the north, and we had a great adventure. So, and it continues. So, we'll see you all again. Cheers.